Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to Cricket Captain, and this is the brand new game, Cricket Captain 2023. A big thank you to Nigel and Chris at Childish Games who have given me a free code for the game. I really do appreciate it, and yeah, apologies really that this video has taken a couple of days to come out, obviously with the release of Formula 1 23 on the same day. Things have been pretty crazy around here, as well as juggling a full-time job. So this is my first opportunity to get into this year's game and, of course, begin the big one. The road to world #1 with England, and with the Ashes starting tomorrow, now is the perfect time for us to get into it. We will, of course, be with England. We will be managing the test side and trying to get them to world #1 as always. And you know, there's varying degrees of success with that. But let's start a brand new game. Obviously, we will have the test match against Ireland today. And then tomorrow, the Ashes will begin just like in real life. So it'll be pretty awesome to be able to do that as well. So let's head into the international career. Obviously, we're going to go for England. And my name is Joe, or CaptainGoodspeed. If you are new around here, make sure you do click that subscribe button for plenty more cricket content. And yeah, we are going to be on normal. We're going to take off one day and 20 overs. I've never been a big fan of that within this game. So yeah, I'm a purist. I like going with the test matches only. So let's get straight into it. And some of the new features in this year's game, obviously a Bazball aggression system. So hopefully we can go a little bit more aggressive. Those of you that have followed my channel for a long time will know that that's the way I like to play Cricket Captain anyway. So looking forward to that. There are now different ratings, I think, and I really like that we've gone back to a sort of blue UI, if you like. And yeah, it's historical. All of the batsmen and bowlers and all-rounder stuff, it's based on what's happening in real life. Obviously, in the past, it would just base on the game world that you've created. So I'm really happy that that's in there now. So you can see the likes of Joe Root and Johnny Bairstow in the top 10 already. But it's not as if they get 400 in the match against Ireland and they'll just automatically be #1 and 2. So that's nice. It's going to be nice to see that. Obviously, the test match rankings, we are 4th at the moment. We've got quite a way to go in this series. Obviously, very different to previous years, because if you look at England's performance, certainly away from home, we've really struggled. Hopefully, we can get a victory against Australia in the Ashes, and that will set us off on the right track. But I mean, yeah, going away from home and winning some of these series is going to be very difficult. So without further ado, let's push on. I'm sure we will come across some of the new features as well within the game. Obviously everything's been updated as well. So yeah, let's get ourselves into it. Continue on, and we will try and pick almost exactly the same lineup for at least, you know, the Ireland and the Australia match. Don't know if Moeen Ali will be available for selection. We will have a look at that. So let's go into the England squad, sorted by name, and Moeen Ali is indeed available to pick, so that's at the very least been updated. Oh, Ben Duckett is injured. How long is he out for? 9 days with a broken finger. That's a bit disappointing. So he's going to be out of things. Milan just doesn't play for England anymore, so that's an interesting one. I've obviously got Jack Leach in there. Jofra Archer, he's been ruled out for a long time, so we're going to get rid of Jofra. Ahmed can come out of there as well, and probably out of the rest. Well, obviously we need another opener now, so I suppose yeah, who do we get rid of here? I mean, Matthew Pott's not in the best of form, so possibly he goes. Obviously James Tong isn't in there either. Yeah, we might have to go with something a little bit funky for our opening partnership. Let's have a little look at first class this year. What have people managed? If we go on to current year, Keaton Jennings is having a decent time. I know if Toby's watching, he will kill me if I go for Keaton Jennings. But he's in good form, to be fair. You know, look at that. Go on, we'll give Keaton Jennings a go in the in the Ireland match, and Ben Fowlkes will miss out like he has done in real life. I'm trying to keep it as close to real life as possible. Obviously, as we get further into the series, then we'll bring our own swing onto things. So, yeah, let's confirm that. Joe Root could do with a bit of extra batting practice. Zach Crawley, Johnny Bairstow, Ollie Pope, Ben Stokes probably as well. Jimmy Anderson, a little bit of bowling practice. Ollie Robinson, Mark Wood, Jack Leach in the bowling as well. So maybe take Mark Wood off it and pop Jack Leach onto it. In terms of physio sessions, Ben Stokes definitely in need of a physio session, and Joe Root looks like he could do with one as well. Fielding sessions, let's go for Keaton Jennings. Ground fielding, that's all good, and Stuart Broad can do some catching practice. Okay, right, let's continue on then. And first match against Ireland, of course, at Lords. Looking forward to this, so let's get ourselves into it. We can go for any of these things. We probably want to, go to our strengths, which will be seamers. So let's try that. Conditions wise, you can see it is going to look good for seamers on this opening day. We'll give Jack Leach a go instead of Mark Wood. Ollie Robinson's in there. Stuart Broad as well, and of course we'll have Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad opening the bowling. Ben Stokes is our captain. Ollie Pope there at 5. I quite like all of this. I think Pope at 3, Root at 4, Brook at 5, and then Bairstow is playing at 7, I believe, in real life. And Johnny Bairstow is going to be our keeper. Then Robinson, Leach, Broad, and Anderson. So yeah, 4 mainline bowlers. That all looks good to me. And then Chris Wilkson and Mark Wood missing out. I mean, can you believe Mark Wood's played 28 test matches? That's pretty bonkers, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, you look at that England side, it's actually a lot more experienced than you think. By the way, a little plug for a podcast that I do, Joe and Toby Talks. We've just done an Ashes preview, and we will be talking about all of the Ashes matches throughout the series. So go and check that out. Make sure you do, because we had a great talk. So that's Joe and Toby Talk. Type it in at the top of YouTube and you should find it straight away. But yes, let's go and play our match. Tails never fails. And we do get the choice of batting or bowling, and I think we're going to have a bowl, actually. I want to see how Jimmy Anderson is getting on in his old age. So we'll move that down to low. I'm just having a little glance around at anything that's changed. I don't think that was up there before. I think it was down in the corner, wasn't it? Right, panic over. Oh, dearie me. OBS crashed, all of that. I had to go and get myself a new program that fixed recordings that broke and all of that. But we are back, fingers crossed. And anyway, I'm not going to touch anything else. We're just going to get ourselves into the game. So Jimmy Anderson is going to bowl to Sterling and McCollum here. So let's see what Broad and Anderson can do. Can they get any wickets? That's the big question here. Ireland off to a good start to the summer, and here comes Stuart Broad in. And that could have well been the moment there. Ollie Robinson's going to come in. First ball for Ollie Robinson, and he gets LB, but not out there. I'm going to bring on Jack Leach as well, and in his first over, so we're making impact already with these two, and Jack Leach gets our first wicket of the series. Very well played there. McCollum's gone, and it's Ireland 65 for 1. Okay, Jack Leach in.
Is it out? Not out. I'm not sure the umpire was paying attention there.
I think that was probably slipping down the leg side there. Yeah, just about. But I tell you what, Jack Leach has come in and he's made an instant impact here.
Excellent delivery.
Not quite. Leachy again, though. And that's out as well. And Balbirnie is out for 10. And Ireland now 2 down. Robinson into Sterling. Edged and gone. Excellent catch from Joe Root there. He's gone for 47. And Ireland now 3 down.
He's miscued that.
Ooh, edged for 4. Okay. Gonna bring Jimmy Anderson back, see if he can grab any wickets before lunch. Anderson into Camphor now, and it's a wonderful catch, and Crawley's got him. And now Ireland, just before lunch, down 4. It's 118 for 4. So straight after lunch, we're going to continue with Broad and Jimmy Anderson and see if we can get anything from them. Broad in, that's high in the air, and there's a field underneath it, and it was Ben Stokes, and Tector's gone. And Broad gets his first wicket of the summer. That's edged as well, and it's gone. Brilliant catch. I think that's Ollie Pope. And, well, they're now 6 down, and you feel the end is nigh. It's another catch for Pope, and Tucker's gone this time. Anderson into hand.
That's a thick edge.
Ooh, this time straight to the fielder, but not carried.
Oh, how did that miss?
Going to bring Ollie Robinson back and Jack Leach and try and keep it to these 4 bowlers. And protect Ben Stokes, and Robinson gets hand. He's gone for 17. And trying to get Ireland all out for below 200 would be fabulous. Oh, and that's gone as well. 3rd wicket for Ollie Robinson, and wickets have been distributed quite nicely here, as Ireland have gone just over 200. Bring Ben Stokes in for an over, see if he can get a wicket here at the end.
Maybe he just got a touch on it.
So Ireland getting some very useful runs here. Stokes first over after tea, 3rd ball, and Young is gone for 3, and Ireland's resilience is over. It was an okay innings from them. They'll be pretty happy with that. 221 all out, and on the bowling side, Jimmy Anderson 1 for 62, 3 for Broad, 3 for Ollie Robinson, 2 for Leach, and 1 for Ben Stokes. But I suppose the only one worry in there was maybe James Anderson. Obviously, at the age of 40, we need to be careful with him and make sure that he is well looked after. But he is number 3 on the bowling list. 216 on the batting there. That's interesting to have a look at. And if we were to go into, say, Stuart Broad, let's just have a little look at his personal there. 8 on there, 120 on the bat. That's hilarious. What about Ben Stokes? Where's he? 36, 35, 88, 81. Okay, interesting. Right, okay, into our first batting innings, and I think we want to start off pretty aggressive, really, don't we? I think that's what we want to do. I mean, maybe Keaton Jennings, not so much, but let's see if we can make some early headway in this innings. Camphor into Crawley, and there we go, first boundary of the series for us, and it was Zach Crawley that managed it. And yeah, now starting to play quite beautifully. That's a great shot. 4 runs.
Hammered that one. 4 runs.
Young into Crawley. Lovely leg glance. 4 runs again. And that's the thing with Keaton Jennings. He's not going to score runs at that sort of rate.
4 runs for a very stylish shot.
And he's going to be able to stay there and allow Zach Crawley to play his shots. But once again, we play the aggressive shots with Crawley.
He's timed that
And
well.
he is absolutely motoring away. This is Bazball. I'm very impressed at how well this has been
What a hit.
replicated.
That's
That's 6. Absolutely terrific. And that's 50 up for England. 48 from 47 from Zach Crawley. And that is going to be his 50 because we're going to come back for 2. And what an innings already for Zach Crawley. Absolutely brilliant. 50 on the scorecard for him. And, well, we got to be really happy with that. And he is just motoring away now. And hopefully he can go on and,
He's edged it.
you know, score
Off.
100, 200.
One of the deliveries
Oh,
of the
and
day.
Keaton Jennings is gone. He's out for 11, and it's a slow 11 as well. He'll be disappointed with that because there was some real runs available today.
And that's 4.
But yeah, what you can see there, that if we have a little look at the expected run rate. So that's 6.7 at the moment. That's 4.3. That seems to be changing. So I think that's what the Bazball sort of idea is that they're dynamically changing.
He's miscued that one.
You know, depending on the match situation. But, you know, the 100's up. We're playing well at the moment. Ollie Pope getting some nice
That's a really great.
shots in there as well. And at the end of day 1, we're at 116 for 1. Zach Crawley on 77 from 71, 11 4s and 1 6. Ollie Pope 25 from 42, 2 4s and a 6 for him as well. Going nicely at the end of day 1. Right, well, Ollie Pope is going to come out and hopefully start smacking the ball straight away. What we want to do is obviously
4 more.
get this game going. We want to score a lot of runs and get ahead of Ireland, and I think we're going to do that by being aggressive, playing our shots, and that's a huge 6 for Zach Crawley, and he's into the 90s now and heading towards his century, which would be absolutely brilliant. I'd be delighted for Zach Crawley, and well, I thought that was it, but it was Nick Pope instead. Nervy 90s for Zach Crawley, and wow, that could have been a little thin Nick. Not that time though. There's his 4, and it is a century. He raises the banner, Lords. He's on the honours board, and Zach Crawley gets the big ton up. And I tell you what, there's a big moment for there. That says 1 foot in front. New all-time record fastest 100 in 90 balls for Zach Crawley. Absolutely terrific.
Oh, a blinding shot.
I'll tell you what, I'm
Nicely
loving this,
caught.
but Crawley's gone. What a shame. He's out for 108. Terrific innings from him. And now it's over to Ollie Pope to become the enforcer.
And that's gone high in the air.
And that's
and it's
6 as well. 54, Ollie Pope. Good play from him at number 3, of course.
Ends up.
And Joe Root will be a little bit more sensible. But we should be heading towards the 200 mark quite nicely here. Nicely played from Joe Root. And
Oh, that was close.
as I say, I do think Joe Root will have a big part to say this summer. He will get overshadowed with his shot making, but if he can grab 50s and 100s and keep us ticking along, then we're going to be in a great position. We're already into the lead in this match. Ollie Pope
That's a cracking.
is motoring along towards his century, and that's a big shot. That's another 6.
Shot. 6 all the way.
10 off the over already. And he's into the 80s now. Beautiful cover
Cracking
drive
shot for 4.
from Ollie Pope. Lovely leg glance for 4. So 9 off the over.
Well
Joe
over.
Root now getting involved. And this
He's
is
edged
a
it.
horrific over for Ireland. 14 off it. And at the lunch interval, we're 252 for 2. That's a lead of 31. I believe it is probably going to be a 4-day test match. I don't know that for certain. I don't know if they're coded into the game. So we do have to be a little bit careful of time. You know, we don't want to be batting the whole time. I'm not suggesting for a minute that that's a possibility, but
He just helped it to the boundary for 4.
oh, yeah, was that the 100 for Pope? I think it was. Yeah, we missed that. He got 102. Absolutely brilliant from him. And Brook, well, he's an aggressive player, isn't he? And I think let's try and be aggressive with everybody now. And obviously, Harry Brook will be playing in the first Ashes Test match tomorrow. So looking forward to seeing how he gets on. And the whole England team, actually. What I'm hoping we do is bat first on the first morning. I think that'll really set the tone for the series.
He's really cracked that one. Helps the boundary.
Yeah, Joe Root in great nick now. Harry Brook doing a great job as well. As we've passed 300 now. Joe Root motoring past 50.
Miles away from the ball. Poor shot.
Harry Brook already motoring into the 20s.
Oh, he was nowhere near that one.
Realistically, we probably want about 500 to
Soundly
give the bowler something to go and grasp. Oh, what a shot that is! 6 runs for Harry Brook. That was terrific. Joe Root hits a wonderful 4 there.
It's a beautiful ball.
Oh, that's a good ball. I think Brook's gone here. He is a goner. He's out for 29. Shame for him. And Ben Stokes comes to the crease. He's definitely going to want to be aggressive, I think. And, well, straight away, hitting 4. And we've had so much fun with Ben Stokes over the years on this game. We've always been very aggressive with him. And I'm looking forward to being able to do that again. Yeah, well played.
Terrific off drive.
Come for into Stokes. That's a good shot.
And that's 4.
4 runs. Oh, terrific from Joe Root, and he's heading towards his century. That's a big shot from Ben Stokes.
Well,
it's gone up.
Again, but it's brought him 4 runs.
Fielder didn't get there. It's dropped. We thought that was the captain gone there. 34 very useful runs from Ben Stokes, but
he's showing some aggressive intent.
Now he's been dropped. You would imagine he will go on and take a big advantage. But Joe Root's gone for 89. No century for him, which is a shame. Obviously, Johnny Bairstow coming in at number 7 now, with a license to play his shots. But yeah, we're not going to be able to play this aggressive against Australia. We'll have to bat ourselves in a little bit. Reverse sweep. I think that must be a new shot in the game.
400 up.
I've not seen a reverse sweep in this game before. That's so cool.
And that's very well played.
Makes me want to get Kevin Peterson back, get the switch hits going. Ireland take the new ball. Oh, what a shot from Bairstow. That was monster 6. Oh, he's going now. He's going now. This is exciting. It's really good to watch. Really, really good to watch. Let's have a little look at the different camera angles that we can go for. You can see them there. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
To the boundary.
I do like all of these, to be fair. Was that half century for Ben Stokes? Oh, and he's gone. Well, what a shame. Ollie Robinson now comes to the crease.
He'll claim he's trying to get the bat out of the way.
What are we on? We probably want to bat till the end of the day, don't we? And get to 500. Robinson's gone now, though, so Johnny Bairstow is the man.
That's a massive. That's a confident shout.
That could be
Not
close.
out.
That
Good decision.
might just be slipping down leg, this. Just. And there's the century, the half century, sorry, for Johnny Bairstow, 38 ball,
More
half
runs
century.
here, I think.
Yeah, you can see he's just motoring now.
What a good stroke.
That was 12 off the over there.
He's creamed.
There's
that
another one.
The bowler lost his rhythm there.
Beautiful, and you know Jack Leach will just stay there, and we know he can do that. He's done that against Ireland as well in the past.
Oh, a blinding shot.
Yeah, heading towards 500.
Nice shot.
And that's exactly the sort of start we want in this series. You know, getting that.
He hasn't got hold of that.
Ooh, is that out? Oh, it mustn't have carried. He's lucky.
So nearly found the edge.
Oh,
Brilliant
that's 6.
shot. That's
Absolutely enormous runs there. Into the nervy 90s.
That's a fine shot.
And that is over the top, and that's
Bowler's
for
looking at the foot up.
99 he's now on. And there it is, another great shot. And that is a century for Johnny Bairstow, the 3rd century of this innings. And, well, it's his fastest 100 for England against Ireland. Absolutely brilliant. I'm trying to see what that is. Terra Firma. Broken an international ground record. Okay, cool. Right, keep going then. Johnny Bairstow's now going to go absolutely mental.
That's right,
And he
off
might
the
get
middle of the
himself
bat.
out straight away, but I'm hoping that he's just going to go for it every single shot.
Wafting away at thin air.
And we'll see if he can...
That's not what he intended.
That's huge. Is it going to be out?
He's out.
It
Oh,
is.
really
Johnny
fine shot.
Bairstow's gone. He's out for 108, and that is where we will declare to give ourselves an hour to go 515 for 8 declared. 3 Centurions in there, Zach Crawley, Ollie Pope, and Johnny Bairstow. Ben Stokes, useful 50, Joe Root 89 as well, Harry Brook 29 from 27. The only disappointment really was Keaton Jennings, and that was sort of to be expected. Obviously, Ben Duckett will be back for the Ashes, fingers crossed. But Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad, we need to see Anderson particularly get some wickets in the second innings. I am concerned about him. Broad in, not quite there. Oh, that one is though brilliant. Lovely swing, and McCollum's gone. He's gone for 8. Broad gets his first wicket in Ireland, 23 for 1.
He was nowhere near that.
Nothing from these two. We'll finish out the day with them.
That's a confident appeal.
End of day 2, and it's 57 for 1 Ireland. They're 237 behind. Brought into Sterling,
That's
edged and
out.
gone.
Horrible shot.
Great catch. And, well, Anderson into Balburney
Ooh,
now.
How did that miss?
Broad into Tector.
Oh.
Oh, he's got as well. Broad looking good. Anderson not so much.
Not a shot the batsman would like to see again.
I'm going to actually change it. We're going to bring Ollie Robinson in. He had a good first innings. He's coming into Balburney, and
Just got
oh,
his-
it's dropped. But that was a tough
That
chance.
was close.
Broad still going
hit
in
the
this
pads.
spell, and that's got to be
Ball
out,
was
surely.
upset, but the umpire's unmoved.
Ooh, not quite. Felt very close. Yeah, should have been given that one. Umpire's call, of course, but
This could be out.
could have been gone. And there's 4 for Ollie. We'll get Jack Leach now in, holding an end. Anderson back in. Anderson to Camphor. Oh, and he gets a wicket straight away. Don't you ever doubt Jimmy Anderson. He can still bowl at the age of 40.
Right
Jack
down.
Leach gets his first wicket as well. Now this really is a key part of this innings. We need to get Balburney out fairly quickly, you would say. I mean, the one thing that is worrying me with Jimmy is he's not as tight as he usually is. Broad coming into Balburney now.
Delivery.
Not quite. Stokes into
He's edged
Dockrell. Oh, well. Yeah, we should take the field out a little bit. Broad into
That's a thick
Balburney.
edge.
Yeah. Is that going to be it? No, not quite. Stokes into Balburney.
It struck him in line.
Outside the line there. But yeah, we need to stem the flow of runs.
Very close.
T interval. Broad and Anderson again. Broad into Dockrell, and Dockrell gone for 34. That's probably going to break the island resistance. Edged and gone. Moore's out for a duck. Anderson into hand now.
Down the edge.
Oh, it's edged. New ball available. Going to chuck into Stuart Broad and James Anderson. That could be out. It's not. Not this time.
He's miscued.
That's
that
high
one.
in the air. But again, it's safe. Going to bring the aggression in.
Oh, that was close.
Well, Alan doing a good job here. Robinson into hand now.
Beautiful ball.
No. Let's give Keaton Jennings the ball. Not often he gets a chance. Kind of want to just see all the different options that we've got. Let's get Joe Root in there as well. Robinson now into hand. Not quite. Here comes Joe Root into Balburney. And he's gone. Balburney 99. Oh, he was one run off. And it's Joe Root that gets him. How often does that happen? Your part-time bowler comes on and gets the key wicket. Well, there you go. End of day 3. Who would have thought that we would have day 4? Going to start with Broad and Anderson. We need 2 more wickets, or are Ireland going to do what they did in real life and give us a trivial total to win? Anderson in, edged and gone. Anderson's 2nd wicket of the innings. Ireland now into the lead by 1 run.
What was the batsman saying?
Broad into hand. Oh, not quite. Anderson into hand.
Perfect length.
Again, not quite. Broad into hand. Finally gone. He's out for 72. Ireland 299 all out. All in all, you know, they've done okay. Stuart Broad, terrific. 6 wickets for 96. Anderson 2 for 100. Not great from him. A little bit concerning. No wickets for Robinson or Stokes in that innings. 1 for Root, 1 for Leach. But Stuart Broad to the rescue. And we need a trivial 6 to win. And we're going to try and do it immediately with Zach Crawley. So here we go. Let's see what he can do. He gets a run off the opening delivery. Young into Jennings. And that's going to be 4. So scores are tied now. And is it going to be Keaton Jennings that hits the running run, the winning run? Yes, it is. And there you go, 6 without loss. We win by 10 wickets against Ireland, which I think is a very, very good performance. I'm trying to get rid of this fly that's just went in front of the camera there. No idea where he's gone. Probably just swallowed it, knowing me. But there you go. Wonderful performance overall. Very, very happy with our batting. Bowling wise, we were okay. Stuart Broad in particular showing why he is going to be a very key part of the Ashes. Jimmy Anderson getting some wickets, I think. Against the more elite competition, he probably will perform a little bit better. Ireland definitely performed all right, particularly Balburney. I think we've seen that in the the real life Test series. He's done a terrific job for Ireland, and I think their future is pretty positive. Actually, I think hopefully the more experience they get at Test level, the better they will become. So there you have it then. We've won our first Test match of this series. We've now got the big one. The Ashes will be starting tomorrow, and make sure you join me for that. So if you have enjoyed this episode, give it a big thumbs up down below. Once again, a big thank you to Chris and Nigel at Childish Games for the free code to play this game. Make sure you check it out on Steam, but you can get it a little bit cheaper from childishthings.com. Make sure that you go there if you are going to buy the game. Support the devs. Let's keep this game going. It is an absolute institution. It's been going nearly 30 years now, so do keep supporting it, and hopefully it will be here for many, many years to come, and definitely some nice features that have come into this year's game. I really like that baseball dynamic system. I do like the sort of player ratings being of real life, and being able to see it on the player profiles. That's pretty cool. And that reverse sweep, I mean, that's if that was the only thing they'd added into this game, I would have been a happy man. But you'll have to let me know down in the comment section. Have you ever seen somebody play a reverse sweep before? I've certainly not seen it. So awesome. But if you have enjoyed, leave a like down below, subscribe for plenty more Cricket Captain videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.